Hello everyone, it's Rebecca from Papetrator Schwa, and I'm here to share another thrift store haul that is not books. The first thing I want to share is this vintage sewing machine drawer that I picked up last week. It's not in the best shape, but I use these on my metal shelving as drawers just to put my ephemera in when it's done. So this is a piece of a curtain that is sheer, and I just like it because it's good to cut up, use for ties on journals, for tag ties, a number of different things. Here's a couple of brand new yarns I got at $2 a piece. When my daughter came in from Indiana, we went thrifting the day she got in, and I picked up these two. They're obviously for knitting or crocheting, but I liked them because it has that vintage cotton look, and I thought they'd be really good for the ties on tags and then anything else I can think of. Got a small piece of burlap. Got this, I think it's supposed to be, oh no, I think it's a little scarf. Like it's an old-timey headscarf. I mean, look how sheer that thing is. So, I've got a vintage parasol, and then the other thing that I picked up that I didn't put with the fabric, but it's they're not vintage, I don't think, but they look vintage. So I got these gloves to go with that. So that'll kind of make that a complete set, I think. Those vintage looking gloves, and this is vintage. So that was a good find. I always pick up anything that's muslin or canvas if it's either not unbleached or even bleached for that matter, because there's always tons of things you can do with it. Then this is canvas. I love this type of fabric. This is 1 1/3 yards, and I think the orange tag is $3, I believe. And then this is some small canvas pieces of some vintage looking florals that will become something. It's also very fall-like. I got this big sheet of lace. I have not opened this to see what it looks like, so I'm going to do it now. I don't know, this was another one that I bought with Rachel at, actually, I was thinking this come from a Habitat, but it didn't. It come from the same thrift store as the yarn did. But if I find lace that like this is like a cotton lace, especially sheet lace. Now I'm going to guess that this is probably a piece of clothing or something, but that's been cut up, but now maybe it's not. No, it's not. Look at that. This is the right side. Well, boy howdy, I'm just tickled with that find for $1. I mean, where in the world can you get lace for $1? Okay, let me clean up this little, I don't know what that was out of, but I have a bag with handles and a hard bottom I keep in the trunk of my car, or not the trunk of my car, the back of my car. I have an SUV, and I think I had leaves blow in. Now this I picked up on our way to Fayetteville the other day. It's a lace, what do you call those? I'll say robe right now. The word that I want to say just will not come to me, but it is a robe. But it's just this beautiful kind of a coral peachy color. And I told the ladies behind the counter what I was going to do with it, and they weren't horrified, but they were raising eyebrows and asking questions. So that's quite big. Now, don't tell my husband, but back in the summer I donated a bunch of fabric to the local hospice where we donate. And after I donated this piece of cloth, I thought, man, I wish I hadn't have donated that, because I keep small selections of fabric that I find that would go really well in masculine journals, because there's just not that much out there available. And so I thought, man, it's gone. That was back in when would that been? Probably April or May, could have been June, but somewhere in that neighborhood. So I guess they'd finally got to it and put it out, and when we were there, this Friday will be 2 weeks ago, it was in the pile. Boy, I snatched that thing up, paid, this is a $2 sticker, because I think there's roughly 2 yards of it. Anyway, I got it back. That's what's all important. It's not the first time I bought something back from a thrift store where I've donated it, but that one was on purpose. The others were accident. The other thing I got is this big watercolor 9x12 pad, and none of it's been used, and so I want to try out some experiments. So now I've got some more watercolor paper to do it with. Found this lace. It was $3. Got that up in Seneca. I don't know, when we came back from my parents. There's a few thrift stores there we stopped along the way. Now, when I use this, I will probably dye it in some either tea or coffee. This, okay, I can take it off. It's still gonna glare. This is the scented drawer liners. It gives you an idea here what it looks like. That was $1. I'll go ahead and take it. I've got several rolls of different designs. They're all vintage. And these, it smells okay. These make really good envelopes or just pages in your journal, things like that. But yeah, just drawer liners. So if you come across any in a thrift store and it's a design you like, then pick it up and make something out of it, because it's one of those things where the design's already there, just waiting to be used. This is just a little piece of wrapping paper with hibiscus and butterflies. It's shiny, but you could make some cute stuff with that. A recipe box. I've got a whole load of different metal boxes boxes that I'm using for the mini journals, but I also want to make memory boxes, and so I got this to possibly use for one of those. Got this. It's gonna glare. This was 70 cents. It's a paper tablecloth, and so this is use it like a napkin and adhere it to book pages or whatever, and you just make tags and such out of it. I found a stamp for 50 cents that I really like. Got some big dividers. Got an old photo. It used to be a postcard. Somebody's cut it down. Got some little wooden tags for maybe for mason jars, but I'm going to do something else with them, and I think these were like $1. And then I've got 2 rolls. Got trash in my hand, I need to throw it away. 2 rolls of this ribbon that I'll find a use for. And that's it, except for one thing, and I got this one thing that I was wanting to open and see what it says. It's 60 sticky notes. Now I hope to goodness that all of these pictures are throughout the whole thing. But if not, I got 2 of them for 99 cents. It comes from 2007. But if it has these replications, I suppose you could say, of vintage photos, then there's a ton of ephemera. There's 60 of them, so let's see what we've got. If I can get this little plastic to cooperate, because that's what I wanted to see. So, do we have a different one every time? Nope, same one every time. Well, that's a shame, because this one and that one is two different things. And maybe this is the girl that actually, I think that's what that means. This is the girl that did the design. But at any rate, I've got these. So I can send these out in some Happy Mail or things like that for anyone who likes to do this sort of thing. So, still worth 99 cents. I would have paid 99 cents for some of those. Okay, well, that's it. I didn't think it would go this fast. Well, thank you all very much for watching. I'm tickled with these little finds, and I'm happy to get the floor cleaned up in my craft room while I've been waiting to make this video and the last one about the books. So I'll see you all in a video very soon.